Ah, see, I told you to be there.
Yay!
Apparently you can't do it on the computer.
Thank you, Tanya.
You can only go live from the phone.
My pleasure.
So we both
I know she helped you. I know she helped you.
She completely did it, but I thought it would be much easier than holding the phone for an hour to do it on the computer. But apparently you can't do it from the computer. So hello,
yeah,
everyone.
you might not be able to.
I'm homeschooling 3 children right now.
You guys must be having a great time doing that.
We are. How's everyone else enjoying their encampment? Let's say. Isolation. Yes.
They were getting I told them I was telling on all of them. They were getting a great kick out of you having technical difficulties.
You know what? I'm not. This is not my generation. I'm trying to keep up, but you know, to be honest, it's not my forte. You know, it's not where my skills lie. But I'm trying. I'm trying to not be a boomer. I don't know what actually I am.
Well, you're not far from, you're like I'm going to be 41. So, like, we're Generation X, I think.
Are we Generation X? Yeah. I like that. That sounds kind of more badass, actually.
Yeah, I think it does. I don't really like boomer.
Hello, Brazil. Hello, everybody. Well, if anyone has any things they want to tell us, share with us how you're getting through it, or have any questions, then now is a good time to ask them. I can see you. Flynn, do you have a question?
He has a question? How have you guys been doing with the, you know...
Is your dinner ready? I don't know. In 62 minutes.
62 minutes.
We're okay. You know, I kind of feel like, you know, given the situation, we're lucky. You know, we're lucky in lots of ways, and we're sort of mentally kind of trying to prepare ourselves for a really long stretch. You know, I wrote something on Twitter and somebody went, "It won't be months." And I didn't answer back, but I was like, it will be months, and the effects of this will be immeasurable. I mean, you know, I feel like if you think of 9/11, on the day that when it happened, it was so impactful and we were all in such shock. We couldn't have imagined that 20 years later we would still be dealing with the effects of it, and our lives would be so different. And I think that this is definitely, I mean, none of us in our lifetime, not even in my dad's lifetime, has anyone seen anything like this on a global level. Yeah. It's a shame that it wasn't taken more seriously quicker. I posted something about a month ago about a guy from the CDC who was being interviewed on Channel 4 News in England, and he was a very well-respected expert, and he just said, I've never seen anything like this, the speed at which it can spread and all of this. And I was like, oh, I've got a really bad feeling about this. And now we are. Yeah,
you know, it's funny because, I mean, for our ages, like, I mean, I barely remember, like, we went through Ebola, swine flu,
SARS,
Zika, which wasn't really good, SARS. Yeah, I mean, there were so many of them, and they were pretty bad, too. And it's like, you almost don't even remember them, which is odd, because swine flu infected like 61 million people, and it had like 575,000 deaths, I believe, like worldwide or something like that.
Wow.
And I completely don't even remember that.
It was devastating to those places that had it in extreme measures, but I think the thing that's weird about this and so different is everyone is affected. You're not looking at another country, not like when the tsunami hit Indonesia and we're like, oh, those poor people. Yeah. Here it's everyone is looking to every other country and just saying, wow, we're really, we're all going through this together. And at least there's that. At least there's the solidarity that we're all kind of together.
Yeah, and you know, unfortunately, you still see like a lot of like, you know, I've seen a lot of positivity. I think what people are struggling with is like a lot of anxiety and isolation and feeling alone, but also a lot of some of the like, you know, people still not taking it seriously, some of the rude and disrespectful behavior, the issues at the stores, the arguing, the fighting, the misinformation. And I think that that's really also causing a lot of the media, a lot of mass hysteria, causing people to like overly panic.
Well, also the president himself, I mean, this is one of those times when great leadership really defines a presidency, or it defines somebody for history. You know, you think of great leaders of the past and the way that they went about things. And I don't want this to get into a political thing because it's not really a time for that. But,
Right.
but you know, there are leaders in my lifetime that I've seen in times of great worry that they speak. Even George W. Bush after 9/11, I think, gave a great deal of comfort to the country. We won't go into after that, but
Right.
The current situation with shouting at journalists who ask questions just makes him look very scared, and therefore scares people even more. So I think that it would be nice if we, you know, the mayor of LA, Garcetti, I think has been fantastic, and Gavin Newsom, our governor, has been great. Mayor Como in New York has been amazing.
Yeah.
So that we have got some good leaders out there doing some good stuff. I hope that's the same everywhere in the world. So I have to let my dog out.
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, it's worrying. That's why I think I love to see people online, you know, musicians playing music and comedians telling jokes, musicians doing tricks. You know, this is a great time to use your skill set to try and help people with the anxiety and boredom and going crazy of being at home.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of things that were like, I love the playing in like in Italy and Spain and like Barcelona. Like I love that. Like I mean, Italy's my roots. I'm Italian, so I mean, but like they're doing it a lot. They're actually doing it in New York now on the West Side. Everybody's hanging out their windows.
That's great.
Yeah, they're starting to. They're singing and playing instruments. Like there was people playing tennis from window to window. I mean,
I saw that. Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's the spirit. You know, you got to kind of. We've got to sort of try and stay relatively, you know, good-hearted about it, because it's going to be quite a long run. And I think that if we start losing it now, we don't give ourselves any place to go in 6 weeks. Do you know what I mean? And in 6 weeks, I think people will be feeling really, you know, feeling the lifestyle change of it more. But
yeah.
Get organized, you know, think, how am I going to organize my day? What am I going to do? Try and do some exercise in the house. Try and do, you know, things that pass the time. Learn a language.
Very
Pick
true.
up an instrument. I'm gonna try in this quarantine period to learn the piano.
Nice.
That's the goal I've set myself. I
love piano. I used to play piano. I love it.
I think it's lovely. It's a gorgeous instrument, and we have one, and none of us can play it, so that should be much fun.
That's well. That is the time to learn.
Yeah. Flynn's godfather, Uncle Alex, he plays and he comes over and we have sing-songs. So I want to be able to do it.
No, that's good. I mean, it's really. I mean, when I learned, it's really not that hard. I found it one of the easier instruments to learn when I was younger. I don't really know if I can still play now, but I could probably pick it up pretty easy once I start to learn how to read music again. I kind of forgot it, but I mean, you're a musical person, so you'll probably pick it up with no problem.
Well, I think if you've got a real desire to do something, it helps learn as well. I mean, if it's something you really personally want to do, you're going to have I think it's just more pleasurable, and therefore it will go in a bit quicker. But luckily, one of my best friends, he does play piano, so, and we're sort of isolating sort of together. He only lives up the road. He's pretty much the only person that we're seeing. So I might get free piano lessons out of it. There you go.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask you that. How are you? Because I know some people are like not even letting other people into their house.
We've been pretty good. We're not really seeing anybody. I mean, all of our family and all of our relatives are in England, pretty much, and Ireland. So you know, we've got all of our close friends here in the neighbourhood, but none of us are really seeing each other, only really via like this at the moment. So, happy birthday, whoever's birthday it was today. It's gone flying up.
Yeah, it went fast. Somebody's asking if you've talked to Rebecca.
I just saw that. Is that Jim Selman? You're asking, is that I think that's my friend, like a good friend of mine. No, I've been talking to Rebecca every day. We text and share things that make us laugh almost every day. So I've been talking to her a lot, but we haven't physically seen each other. Haven't really physically seen anyone other than, you know, literally 2 or 3 people since this started to begin. And I think we're probably going to stay that way, just because it just seems overwhelming now. That's one thing we are clear about, that the less people we have in contact with each other, the better.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's true. I mean, I've been ordering, like from grocery stores and stuff. I mean, when I had to go to the pharmacy, unfortunately, I had to go to the pharmacy because you can't really
But that you have to do.
order
Like,
your
we went out today,
medications.
before like the midday kind of shop lockdown here in California, we went out and got a ton of supplies and got things so that we could really like maybe do a month straight without leaving the comfort. We bought lots of English food, lots of like chocolate and crisps and baked beans and Irish bacon and crisps and Ribena and things like that.
Nice. So you're doing a lot of cooking.
Yeah, we will be, because everything's going to be shut. So there's no ordering out. There's none of that now.
Oh, really?
It's going to be pretty down to. There's maybe a couple of places that you can still, but I think largely it's going to be a lot more cooking.
Yeah, I mean, because right now we still have the delivery stuff is pretty fairly open over here. I mean,
Yeah,
they wanted to do a shelter in place. Well, Cuomo did, but the governor, no, I'm sorry, De Blasio did, but Cuomo did not. He didn't feel. I don't know if he put it into place. I think he felt like he wanted to give people some freedom. So I don't think he did that yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
I think I read today that the 45 days from now is supposed to be the sort of peak of when we'll be at our toughest point in terms of how many people will have got it, how overwhelmed the hospital services are. And so that's why I sort of, you know, one of the reasons that I sort of agreed to do this today was just to remind anybody that's still in any doubt, because there's been a lot of debate, you know, over the last couple of days and weeks. Is it that serious? Should we not? Young people don't get it. Well,
yeah.
Numbers are changing every day. And yes, there are some really positives coming out of China and South Korea and things like that. But they've experienced the full weight of it, and now they're coming down the other side because they've locked down. If we don't lock down, we won't get the same result as them as fast. So it's just that thing. It's literally like a weird thing. We're all holding hands. We're like, if anyone lets go of each other, we all get sick, sort of thing. We've never had a test like this as human beings around the globe. And I'm really intrigued to see how everyone's going to kind of rise to it or not rise to it. But I think we will. I think as the numbers keep rolling in, people will be like, maybe this shit's pretty serious.
Yeah, I think that it is. You know, I mean, I'm prepared. Like, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, it's 2 weeks, not a big deal. But I was like, that 2 weeks is going to change to a month. That month is going to change to 2 months. I'm like, you know.
I mean, it comes in drips and drabs, you know. First, the kids may be off school till after the summer holidays, and now some doubt about whether they'll be going back to school after the summer holidays and things like that. So 3 months at least, Stacey is saying. I see you, Stacey. Yeah, it could be. I just think that it would be smart of us to presume the worst, and I don't mean that in a depressing way, but in a let's be conservative rather than say, it'll be gone by next weekend, because it won't.
Right. It's better to be prepared than to be unprepared. And, you know, I think it's like, I think the same way. It's prepare for the worst, and then if it's not that...
Yeah, then it's fine. If we have to go, that wasn't so bad, and I've got too many bags of crisps in my cupboards, we can deal with that problem. But Florida closed schools? I didn't see that.
I know, it's going kind of fast.
It's going very, very fast. Type slower.
Go slower, guys.
And has anyone got any good stories out there about what they've been doing to combat the boredom and the isolation, and share it? And also, has anyone had any revelations since this happened? I'm curious to know. Pubs and cafes are closed in the UK. Shit. Where will we read the newspaper? Florida is locked down by my parents. April 11th. Sorry, Em, I missed you there. That was so fast. Doing online school, that is good.
Watching TikTok. Everybody's doing TikTok.
I have not watched TikTok once yet. Do you know what? I was at the supermarket the other day, because Leah was not feeling very well and I had to get some kids' medicine, which is always not a trip that you want to make as a parent. And then the supermarkets were kind of closed with a woman standing outside saying, we're going to let people in every 10 minutes. These are the measures that we're trying to take. And these 4 teenagers that must have been about 14 boys wearing masks and gloves turned up and said to the woman, we're here for the TikTok challenge. We heard it on the radio, like, where's the TikTok challenge? And I was just like, first of all, those masks probably would be better on a healthcare professional. Second of all, cough with your TikTok challenge. I was just like, everyone else is worrying, panicking, buying supplies, and somewhere there's a teenager just going, oh, let's go out to the supermarket and do a TikTok challenge. And I was just like, okay. I guess it's my perception of how things look versus if you're 14, this probably just seems a little bit like, hey, no school, let's go crazy. So
yeah, you know, I mean, to go out and do that stuff, you know, I see people doing TikToks at home, like the dances and trying to keep themselves busy.
That all seems pretty harmless and fun.
Yeah, I mean, you're home. But, you know, to go out and about and do the challenges, like, I don't know if you saw some of the challenges of licking things.
Where is
I
that?
was completely destroyed by that. That was, like, just horrendous.
I haven't seen much. Where did Archie go?
He's in the living room.
Oh, okay.
See what?
What? Sorry, say that again, Dana. It was a challenge to do what?
There was a challenge of licking toilet seats and doorknobs.
Oh, that! I did see some lady do that on an aeroplane. I'm drinking a beer at the moment. But I may move on to wine, it depends. Someone just said do cameo. What? That's what this is.
This is better. This is better.
That's just like me going, hi. This is me actually. Can you ask a question? Of course you can. Was that the question?
How was
watching on TV? Oh, what am I watching on TV? We have been watching a show called In the Line of Duty, which is an English cop show, and it's on Amazon. It's on Amazon or Amazon Prime. And if you need a new show, you will not be disappointed. If you like cop British shows, it's about as good as it gets. So that I can highly recommend if you can get it wherever you are in the world. Hi, was that Julie Holden? I think that's Julie Holden. Hello, Julie. Do you use toilet paper? Yeah, I think that's. Do you use toilet paper? When I need to, yeah. Brilliant show. Oh, you're talking about Line of Duty. Yes, brilliant show. Have I watched?
No. Absolutely Fabulous, and I forgot the name of the other.
What?
Drive me crazy now. Keeping Up Appearances.
Oh, Keeping Up Appearances is nice. That was like a Sunday evening show in England.
Oh gosh, I love those shows.
Yeah, Keeping Up Appearances was brilliant. Have you seen When They See Us? Yes, we did. It was so painful and upsetting to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was.
That one you need to watch like 3 episodes of Frasier or Seinfeld afterwards to just
you need to watch
get your head, because it's so unbearably. Anyway, not going down that road. Save the live, please. I don't know what that means. Muscles are relaxing. Hi, Portugal. What's
Muscle
up?
relaxing.
Please sing. Come on now. Let me see if I have a few more drinks in me. We'll see. No, actually, I won't. You know why? Because my wife said there's nothing worse in this crisis than loads of people that aren't talented now taking to the airwaves and singing to people when nobody asked them to. So I'm probably not going to sing today. She wasn't directing that at me, but I took it on board. Do you know what I mean? It's not if, like, you know, Neil Young wants to do it or something, you know, we applaud. But
if anybody else wants to do it, it's great.
Fantastic. Thank you, that's very nice. Someone's just saying, Tanya, with a funny face. Come back to Brazil. Do you know what? I have news about Brazil, but everything's being held and halted. But one day in the not too distant future, we hope to be back in Brazil. Ti amo, ti amo.
Lots of ones to hear sing.
Flynn.
Everybody in Sydney.
Somebody just said Flynn in caps, which means they were shouting your name.
Okay.
We want an OQ spin-off. Well, yeah. Well. Hi from DC. Hi, everyone in DC. How are you without riding unicorns? It's very tough. The unicorn's out in the garden eating now.
I love unicorns.
They're lovely. They're thin on the ground at the moment.
So they be watching magicians. That's what they should be watching.
Oh, speaking of unicorns, people should be watching The Magicians if they're not already. There's an episode coming up that is particularly fun that I cannot wait for people to see.
If it has a unicorn in it, I'm recording.
I don't know if there's a unicorn in Magicians, but they've got pretty much everything else. So it's a really good show. I'm really enjoying it. Yes,
No,
Steph.
it really is.
Yeah.
Just say, they want to hear you sing. What's the magician?
Oh yeah, if you want to hear me sing, watch The Magicians on this week or next week or whatever day we're on. What does it mean when people write KKKKKKK?
It just
Because
means
the first few times I saw that, I was like, whoa, man, that's not funny.
I think it just means okay.
But it's South American or it's Portuguese or Brazilian or people sometimes write KKKKK, which I think it means like LOL or something.
Something
but
like that.
If somebody can explain
like
that.
Ja, I think I know is...
Yeah, see? Gambia, yeah.
Yeah.
KKK is ha 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 ha. Right, okay. It's ha 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 ha. Lots of people are telling
Everybody
me
has their own versions of ha.
There's something about your wife is amazing. Really? Really? What evidence do you have of this? KKK.
You have to tell her she's beautiful.
KKK. Oh yes, she got me on Instagram Live, so there you go. Hi from Italy. Hello, Italy, you poor Italians. I love you for singing out your balconies.
Yes, and the pianos. And
Can't believe we were supposed to be in Italy, like in a few weeks, and now we're not.
Yeah.
Next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Hi, Brazil. And hello, France. Leo's, she's beautiful too. Yeah, I think so. Don't
drop another album.
Hi from VA. Where's VA? Where's VA?
I don't know. Who's Dean?
Here. Hi to Amy Perilla. I don't think that's your real name. You're super bored in isolation. And yet, here we are.
We're having fun here, though.
So, hello, Lauren. Hello, Lauren. Right. Listen, everyone, where you are, go to your fridge. Go get yourself a beer or a glass of wine or whatever it is, a cup of tea.
Yes.
If you're over the age of whatever it is.
If you're over the age of whatever it is.
You're in Ireland, if you're over 7. If you're in Scotland, over 6.
If you're over 7. All right, so we're going to stare at Sean's microwave until he comes back.
You want more?
Oh, there he is.
Hi, here I am.
Back already.
I missed like, sorry, I just saw things and it went too quick.
Somebody said it's my birthday.
I tried painting. Me and my sons, we did a little painting the other day. I quite liked my effort. It's not great, I'll be honest. Which beer? Modelo.
Oh, that's a good one.
See.
It's a good one. I love a good cold beer.
See, look, you know what? As tough as this crisis is, had this happened 20 years ago, 30 years ago, we couldn't sit here having a virtual pint with people in Argentina and France and Portugal. Hey, Andrea.
It's like a virtual beer party.
We missed Lyndon. Yeah, well, she just said, Andrea just sent a little message.
Hi.
Say hi to Andrea.
Say hi to Lyndon.
Oh,
You
there's a
well,
baby.
you can't see Lyndon.
Say hi.
Look at the cute.
Hi.
Brasilia.
Kisses. Mwah.
Lindo, lindo, lindo.
Mwah, cow.
You say hi?
Modelo? Si.
See,
Andrea said, hi, Tanya.
Virtual beer party. Oh, look.
Hi.
Then why is there kisses?
It's like, who are these people?
That means people are sending kisses. No, see, when I don't really understand it. I think what that means is if people are watching and they like it, they send like a yay. I don't know what they send if they don't like.
Emojis. It's just heart emojis.
Yeah, but we don't want poo emojis.
We don't have any cool emojis anyway.
Can people boo you on Instagram Live? I'm sure they can.
They can say
social media. There must be. So look, that means that people are watching, and they're watching in all different countries, like Brazil and Argentina and Portugal and France. And
they all like it?
some of them do. I think if they didn't, they'd probably just turn it off and go and watch someone else. Are you picking your nose in front of the whole world? Oh yeah, you should say you're Spanish.
No.
Okay.
Mommy.
Is that my phone or your phone ringing? Somebody's ringing.
1 second.
We love you, Leo. Aww.
Bullies, where are
They're
you?
running around.
We are worldwide, but we're by in New York City.
He has gotten big.
Where
Yeah.
they have the highest count right now. So we're definitely not one.
Is New York winning the how many corona people they have?
We actually surpassed what we have for the swine flu. We're like I think we're over 3,000 at this point, maybe even close to 4. So yeah, and I'm immunocompromised, so I am not going outside.
So how you? So you're just going to pharmacy and grocery store and that's it, kind of thing.
I don't even really go to the grocery store. I mean, I've been ordering online. I'm trying not to go to the grocery store because it's still like in New York, you can't really walk anywhere without.
Bumping into someone.
My ass.
No,
social distance where? You can't walk anywhere in New York without. It's insane. You know, it's still busy. It's very busy in the city areas.
Sorry, while you're discussing the seriousness of the virus in New York, my sons are playing ABBA in the background and running around. We're trying to talk to the whole world here.
To be young.
You a skeleton?
It's like Fire Island here. We've got young men with no tops on running around to ABBA.
Yeah.
My family's just one big gay review. Huh?
Linda's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Lyndon! Mwah, mwah, mwah. See, this is the benefit of Instagram Live, our friends. And now my wife is there. See? Bring people together.
See?
Linda's mom.
It's a virtual party.
It is. It is. We've got ABBA on in the background. I'm drinking beer. What crisis, I say to you?
Exactly. My dog is snoring.
Where's Michael Raymond James? Are you out there, Michael?
I told him, I added him, and I told him, I'm like, you are the next one on this. And I said, I'm going to make you a show.
One big gay review. Huh?
Linda's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Lyndon! Mwah, mwah, mwah. See, this is the benefit of Instagram Live, our friends. And now my wife is there. See? Bring people together.
See?
Linda's mom.
It's a virtual party.
It is. It is. We've got ABBA on in the background. I'm drinking beer. What crisis, I say to you?
Exactly. My dog is snoring.
Where's Michael Raymond James? Are you out there, Michael?
I told him, I added him, and I told him, I'm like, you are the next one on this. And I said, I'm going to make you a show.
He can join in, though, can't he?
He can if he comes on. He liked it, so I know he knows you were doing it. We were doing it.
Where's my? I was gonna say, where's my phone? I'm on it. Hey, will you text Michael Raymond James?
Text Mikey and tell him to come in here.
I want Mikey to jump in here. Everyone tweet Michael Raymond James now.
He saw it. I know he saw it. And I know I added him and I said, you're next. We're going to all get on here at the same time.
Well, he's on your time zone. He's in
Yeah, he's on the East Coast now, so he's my time. But I know he saw it.
I think Colin's in bed. I'd love to get Colin, but it's 1 in the morning in Ireland, so.
Colin actually, he followed, so I know he saw it.
Yeah, well, I just was on one of these. Our friend, a musician, John Bryant, was doing a live one of these on Instagram, I think, and Colin was on it. I think Rebecca was on it. We're all friends with this guy, and he's a lovely fella. So I know he was up, but that was about an hour or two. Pretty late there.
Yeah.
Good. You sent him a message. Thank you. Let's rave it up. You need Dancing Queen. Alexa, play Dancing Queen. Technology. Didn't even leave the seat.
Yeah.
Fourth day of homeschooling, and it's.
Except Alexa's not listening. Alexa, play Dancing Queen by ABBA.
ways with masks. It's kind of quite high risk because there are systems in this. So they're just keeping themselves to themselves.
It's because the volume. I didn't realise. I'm not very technically minded.
We didn't notice that at all.
Ah, thank you.
Okay, so
Yes, Dancing Queen. Yes.
all right, so we got lots of people that tweeted Mikey. I just saw somebody else tweet him.
Same here, yeah.
Tanya texted in, so
Oh, good. Calamitous. Hi, Mexico. All the lovely Mexicans. How's it going in Mexico? What's the story there? I haven't seen much news from there. So, is anyone from Mexico on? Tell us.
I just heard America.
Michelle.
We were trying to go get toilet paper over there. That's all I read.
Do you know what? Build a wall, Mexico. Build a wall. Keep the Americans
It's all
out.
the people that wanted the wall that are trying to go get toilet paper.
Ah, hello, UK. I think it's so ironic that we could be that they might be. Well, I guess every country is going to get infected. I just don't know how bad the numbers are in Germany. How are you, Germany? As they've reduced the price of something, couldn't see. I should call Lana. If I call Lana now, I'm on my phone. Then I'd have to cut you lot off.
Yeah, we have to all hang up to like be calling people if we're on
Hi,
the
Joyzy. I love this the fact that there's everybody in so many far-flung places.
Yeah,
It's
no,
fantastic.
they're everywhere. That's what's awesome about this. Is like
Out Bolisario. I definitely think out Bolisario, but he might be on his way out. I heard he's got it. Well, I heard. Like, I'm with the friends of the government in Brazil. But I saw in the news that he'd come in contact with somebody who had it, and he seems old as shit. So
yeah.
Curfew starts in an hour. Where does the curfew start in an hour? Australia. Hello, Australia. Hello, Chicago. I feel like I'm reading one of my kids' goodnight books. Hello from Maine. Hi. I stopped seeing you guys. What do you mean you stopped seeing us? Colin, I don't know if Colin's up. Colin's very private and shy as well. Colin gets scared by things. He'll be like, no, it's too noisy. Stay quiet. Hi from Kansas. How's everyone in Kansas?
I don't know if he knew we were having a drinking party. He might reconsider.
Well, it would be rude. It's Friday night. It's pretty much Friday night. He is the worst president, you're right. Well, actually, that's to say someone is the worst president now. We've got a couple of contenders for that.
Moment to the end of May.
Have I talked to Lana? Poor Colin. We love Colin. No, poor Colin. Have I talked to Lana?
We didn't say anything back.
We have texts with each other and stuff. She's doing okay. We're all surviving. Colin is amazing. Yes, he is. DC sheltering right now. Hang in there, DC. Wisconsin. Oh, I bet it is freezing. Hi from Greece. Hello, Greece.
Oh, Greece. I want to go to Greece.
Yeah, I heard terrible news from the camps that I visited there that...
Oh, that's right, because you've been there. Yeah.
You know, it's so upsetting. I'm going to try and keep it light. It's Friday night. We're going to keep it happy. We're going to keep it positive.
Friday night.
We're not going to dwell on our problems. You know why? Because if you're the guy down the pub, because we're all internationally down the pub right now together.
Yes.
And we are having a drink, so we
traveling,
shouldn't get upset.
Like
I miss traveling, yes.
I can't remember what the heck he said. What did he say in the movie? Friday, the movie? It's Friday!
What movie?
The movie Friday with Chris Tucker.
Oh, with Chris Tucker, yeah. And Ice Cube?
And no. My God, I can't remember.
It's Cube or
it's Ice Cube.
It is Cube, yeah.
It's Cube.
Iced Tea. I was thinking of Iced Tea. It's not Iced Tea. It's Ice Cube.
I always confuse them. And I met Ice-T. He came to film at my work, and we watched him film, and and then I called him Ice-T on Twitter by accident. I added a D. I'm like, awesome.
Right, still love that.
Such a nice guy, though. Such a really
Happy birthday, Outlaw Queen hoodie person. Yes, Ice Cube. We were right. You were right. Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. So we got Cube right.
Mr. Cube, exactly. New project, Sean. I don't know. There's no project at the moment. There was something that I was hoping was going to kind of look interesting, but the whole industry is frozen.
Yes.
So there's not much any of us can do about that.
He's drinking beer.
West of Limerick. How are you doing in the west of Limerick? The west of Limerick, not to be confused. The east is very different.
Queen. Who doesn't love Queen?
Queen's a staple in our house.
That movie
It's
was fabulous too.
I loved it. I love Remy Malek. He was
Oh my
terrific.
God, was that not fabulous or what? Oy.
I'm a sucker for biopics, especially musical. You write, I write. Yes, we have. We have been writing, and we are. That's one good thing. Me and my partner, I have two partners, and that I write with, and I had an idea for something that I think is a really good idea, but I asked my friends who are my toughest critics, and they were like, not sure. So we'll see. But there's one thing that we finished, and we're just about to do. I just gave it to a script expert to look at, and they said this is what you got to change, so we're going to do changes.
Awesome.
And then by the end of this encapsulation, we'll have a script that I hope is hopefully decent. Can I say hello to Miller Mark 2000? I don't know that came up so fast. So sorry.
Can you do a call out to Jersey?
Jersey, of course. Stay strong, Jersey. Stay strong. Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts? I don't think that's even a question, is it? I mean, Harry Potter. Corona Explorer with Alex.
Do you read fan fiction? Did you see the Rocket Man one?
Yes, I did. And I did. I saw it with my friend Alex.
Now, did you think that was just as good or better? Because a lot of people said they were disappointed in that one.
I love Dexter Fletcher who directed it. I think he. Oh no, he did Bohemian Rhapsody. Sorry. I love Dexter Fletcher anyway, and I liked Bohemian Rhapsody because I love Queen and love Freddie Mercury. But I thought Tarrant was particularly good. The movie I felt was more like a stage musical, which was great, and I appreciated it. And I think it will be a stage musical. Bohemian Rhapsody played more like a movie, but they were both great. Regarding you, sorry, missed it. If I missed something, then just send it again. Rocket Man was a beast. I think that's X-Men. What is my favourite film of last year? My favourite films that of just this recent period of the Oscars. Jojo Rabbit I particularly loved, but I think Parasite was the best film of the year. I think it was just pretty much a perfect movie.
I still have not seen that.
It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's just a treat. Jojo Rabbit I really loved. I really enjoyed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I love The Two Popes.
That's on Netflix. I was going to watch that the other day. I have to watch it.
It's weird. The way it's directed is kind of a bit weird to me, but the performances are brilliant and the story is brilliant. Totally worth a watch. That's really good. Excuse me. Hi. Are you screaming? What else did I love? It was a good year for film. There was a lot of good films. Just Mercy was very good with Michael B. Jordan. Anyway, there's lots. Ti amo. Anna, ti amo. You're feeling anxiety and isolation. I know. We all are a little bit, but we're going to be all right. You got to just hang in there.
You know,
The Irishman, 1917. Amazing. Brilliant film. Hi. I'll tell you hi, Gabrielle.
What would you be if you couldn't be an actor?
I'm sorry, say again?
What would you be if you couldn't be an actor, they said?
Well, I mean, either a writer or a director or anything else. But if it wasn't to do with our industry, I don't know. Maybe law. I don't know. I don't like lawyers particularly, or the profession, but it might be something that I would lean towards. I don't think I'm academic enough, though. I'm not a good enough student.
I did watch the trials of Gabriel Fernandez, and it was actually very hard to watch, but it was very... I do recommend people watching it as hard as it is to watch, but I do recommend
That's the
people
problem. I think at the moment there's so much anxiety, and as much as I'm all for one of educating, you are a lawyer. Good for you. Fight for justice, not for the bad guys. I think the thing is, if... what were we just talking about?
We were talking about the trials. Somebody asked, said we should watch the trials of Gabriel Fernandez, and I said,
sorry, the problem is I think because so many people are suffering so bad with anxiety and stuff at the moment, to watch things that are comforting and sweet and funny and joyful, and I think is better. Just got to be mindful about what we put into our brains, you know, because we can't go for just a big change of scenery all the time. You can walk around the block, or you can walk in your neighborhood and everything, but it's yeah. I'd be conscious about trying to stick to things that are positive.
Yeah, I agree. I think we have to be, you always have to be careful of what you put in your mind, because we're self-isolation, and whether with people that we live with or not, that matters. A lot of people have been saying that. Like, I mean, I've probably had about 15 panic attacks, but
yeah,
I mean,
I think
I've had them since I was probably about 14, and it's like, I mean, it's kind of just part of me. But I mean, it's hard when you just have so many things, and I know a lot of people have been going through it, but it's things like this that, help people feel better and get through,
Yeah. We'll pull through. We will. Hello from Europe.